Using when plus past participle, part 3。上兩課提過 present 或者 past participles 嘅 tenses 或者 voice。今課我哋繼續教 when 或者 if 或者 while 開始嘅 participle。The past participles can go with suitable connectives to express the meanings of the following. A. Time, like when, whenever, while, once, and until. Here's an example. When asked about his last job, he said he had been a mechanic. B. Place, like where or wherever. C. Condition, like if or unless. Example: the medicine would not be effective if kept for long. D. Concession, like though or even though. For example, though warned of the danger, she still went skiing. Clauses with past participles are possible after if, when, while, once, or until. This creates a formal register. Examples: if asked to look after luggage for someone else, inform the police immediately. When opened, keep in the refrigerator. Participle clauses are shortened dependent clauses that use a present participle or a past participle. We use participle clauses very often in written English. In this way, we can include a lot of information in a sentence without making it too long or complicated. Here are some examples. Having washed her hair, Lisa reached for the hairdryer and the scissors. Holding the hairdryer in her left hand, Lisa cut her hair with the scissors in her right hand. Blown to the right by the hairdryer, her hair could easily be cut. Having been cut, her hair looked strange. Have you ever seen anyone cutting her hair this way? We mostly use participle clauses in formal written letters or articles. Task 1. Rewrite the following underlined parts using present or past participle phrases. Stop the video while you do the exercise, and when you finish, go to the next screen. The article is displayed on 2 screens, and on screen 3 you will see the answers. This is screen 2 of the article. You can stop the video while you do the exercise, and you're ready, go to the next screen and the answers will be displayed for you. Here are the answers. Number 1. Being rat-like in appearance, but with a marsupial pouch and carnivorous jaws that can crack bones, Tasmanian devils are an enigmatic Australian species. Number 2. Called devils by early British settlers, they, Tasmanian devils, are reclusive creatures who sleep by day and forage by night, and are best known for the guttural cries. Number 3. Spread when a healthy devil bites an infected devil's face. The cancer can cause death within months. Number 4. Kept in densely vegetated pens of between 2 and 3 football fields in size, they, Tasmanian devils, are chosen by experts from a genetic stud book to optimize breeding. Number 5. Working hard to save the creature, they, the keepers, are targeting 350 by 2016, with plans for as many as 1,000 in the years after. Here is another exercise. This topic 1 is on Hong Kong children being treated like little emperors. For each item below, rewrite them using the suggestions inside the brackets. In cases where there are 2 sentences, combine them into one. You can stop the video while you work on them, and when you finished, resume play, and the answers will be displayed. Here are the answers. Number 1. People are busy at work. They hire domestic helpers to look after the children. People are so busy at work that they hire domestic helpers to look after their children. Number 2. A recent survey interviewed 657 parents who had children aged between 5 and 16. The survey was commissioned by Plaza Hollywood. Commissioned by Plaza Hollywood, a recent survey interviewed 657 parents who had children aged between 5 and 16. Or you can say, a recent survey commissioned by Plaza Hollywood interviewed 657 parents who had children aged between 5 and 16. Number 3. It is surprising to know that so many doted children lack the ability to take care of themselves in certain basic things. It is surprising, if not shocking, to know that so many doted children lack the ability to take care of themselves in certain basic things. Number 4. 80% of the respondents had only one child. They came from 6 different districts. 80% of the respondents, coming from 6 different districts, had only one child. The local students were asked about their extracurricular activities. Only less than 20% of their parents would take them to play with classmates or neighbors. When asked about their extracurricular activities, only less than 20% of the local students' parents would take them to play with classmates or neighbors. An expert said that parents should talk things over with their maids. These parents are negligent about the core of the problem. An expert said that parents, negligent about the core of the problem, should talk things over with their maids. Number 7. Psychologist Lien Zun said the maids should be given some responsibility in teaching the children. Parents should build a consensus with them. Psychologist Lien Zun said the maids, with whom parents should build a consensus, should be given some responsibility in teaching the children. The following is topic 2, help the poor. Like the previous topic, rewrite the sentences using the suggestions inside the brackets. Stop the video while you work on it, and when you're finished, resume play and the answers will be displayed. Here are the answers. Number 1. The disparity between the rich and the poor is really alarming. The disparity between the rich and the poor is really alarming, if not startling. Number 2, the government not face the problem immediately. The problem worsen. If the government does not face the problem immediately, the problem will worsen. Number 3, the whole economy is recovering from the financial tsunami. Incomes grow much more slowly than its economy. The whole economy is recovering from the financial tsunami, whereas incomes grow much more slowly than its economy. Number 4, the MPF system provides basic retirement protection for the people. The government may make some changes on the MPF system. The MPF system, on which the government may make some changes, provides basic retirement protection for the people. Number 5, I see the elderly picking tins and cans on the streets. I understand the importance of narrowing the rich-poor gap in Hong Kong. When seeing the elderly picking tins and cans on streets, I understand the importance of narrowing the rich-poor gap in Hong Kong. Number 6, the rich people can control the economy. The poor people cannot even have a full meal every day. The rich people can control the economy, whereas the poor people cannot even have a full meal every day. Number 7, it is difficult for the government to narrow the growing disparity between rich and poor. It is difficult, if not challenging, for the government to narrow the growing disparity between rich and poor. This is topic 3 on Hong Kong's King of Pop, Eason Chan. Do the similar exercise. Rewrite the sentences using the suggestions inside the brackets. In the cases where you have 2 sentences, combine them into one. The topics is displayed across 2 screens. Go through them one by one, and the answers will be displayed on screen 3. This is screen 2. You can stop the video while you work on them, and when you're finished, resume play and the answers will be displayed. Here are the answers. Number 1, if I was or if I were Eason Chan, I would be Hong Kong's King of Pop. Number 2, Eason came into contact with music from both Hong Kong and the UK. He was sent abroad to study in the UK. Sent abroad to study in the UK, Eason came into contact with music from both Hong Kong and the UK. Or you can say, Eason, sent abroad to study in the UK, came into contact with music from both Hong Kong and the UK. Or you can also say, Eason, coming into contact with music from both Hong Kong and the UK, was sent abroad to study in the UK. This is half correct. It is grammatically correct, but rather misleading. Number 3. Eason Chan can master a great breadth of genres and themes in his music. He is familiar with classical music and various instruments. Eason Chan, familiar with classical music and various instruments, can master a great breadth of genres and themes in his music. Number 4. Most of his albums consist of only one or two typical cantopop love songs. All the other tracks are of different genres. Most of his albums consist of only one or two typical cantopop love songs, whereas all the other tracks are of different genres. Number 5. Eason has shown the courage to be different in producing songs. He is praised for his courage. Eason has shown the courage, for which he is praised, to be different in producing songs. Eason's eagerness to be different is clear in the lyrics of his songs. Eason's eagerness to be different is clear, if not apparent, in the lyrics of his songs. Or you can say, Eason's eagerness to be different in the lyrics of his songs is clear, if not apparent. Number 7. If his ideas are not banned by his record label, he encourages his lyricists to touch on various themes. Unless his ideas are banned by his record label, he encourages his lyricists to touch on various themes. Number 8. The lyrics of his song No Man's Land are well known. The lyrics of his song No Man's Land are well known, if not noticeable. Number 9. The rumors about Eason Chan and KC are detrimental to the two singers. They could have potentially harmed both families. The rumors about Eason Chan and KC were so detrimental to the two singers that they could have potentially harmed both families. Number 10. Artists are questioned by the media. They must give the most appropriate answers. Artists must give the most appropriate answers whenever questioned by the media. Number 11. Ayumi's following threatened to boycott Eason's music. It seemed that Eason had committed a serious offense. Ayumi's following threatened to boycott Eason's music, as if he had committed a serious offense. Here's something worth noting. Question. Can we use the construction although plus participle? For example, is this sentence correct? Although opposing mercy killing on legal term, the parents of Ah Ban thought of ending his life earlier. This is a particularly tempting mistake because it is regularly used in colloquial English, and thus it may sound correct to your ears. But it is a mistake. That sentence is wrong. Yes, it may sound correct to your ear, but this is one of the instances in which your ear is most likely to betray you on the sentence correction. The subordinate clause beginning with the conjunction although needs a full noun plus verb clause of its own. Here is the corrected version of that sentence. Although they were opposed to mercy killing on legal term, the parents of Ah Ban thought of ending his life earlier. Exercise. Rewrite the following sentences using the adverbs in brackets and the past participles. Stop the video while you do the exercise, and when you're finished, resume play to display the answers. Here are the answers. Number 1. Mosquitoes should be exterminated where found. Number 2. once warned by my colleagues it might be worse in the evening, I was therefore careful to leave for home early. Number 3. After beaten by the triads, they reported the case to the police. Number 4. Though impressed with the situation, he did not intend to help them. This is the end of the lesson. Goodbye.